Quest is apparently hard.
Well, when a Time Master Quest is easy.
Yeah, I'm right.
Not Bessie.
Bessie, is that you?
Oh. My name is Awesome Sarah. This part 2 is I don't remember the controls whatsoever, so
How does the controls ever hurt nobody?
Well, if I was a masochist and playing Connect because I am the controller and I want to hurt myself.
Oh God, maybe. So hey everyone, welcome back to Ratmus playing this wonderful game. And Sadie over here.
Wait, follow me.
Wait, follow me.
Mess with the volume a little bit. Chat will tell me how it is.
No.
So yeah, try not to waste so much ammo. And remember that you can kill a bunch of enemies and leave the room.
Yeah, that's one of my plans, hopefully.
Just a checkpoint. You can even go back and save if you want. I mean, this is not unprofessional, so how hard could it be, right? Is this like a difficulty spike?
I'll still go in there with the sniping. I'll leave my main man behind. She's a man. Oh God.
Oh, you might need your sniping for later. We'll see. Zoom in with the stick.
That's the end of that chapter.
That's the end of that checkpoint. Forward.
Still guys coming that way, but
You guys, the wonderful decisions you wonderful decisions you made to use shitty guns on this playthrough. Like especially the mine thrower. Go head low.
I just head loaded in my pants. Just go save like nothing happened.
Oh God, maybe.
Wait, follow me. Follow me on Twitter. Wait.
So Ratmus, tell chat what's been going on with your life.
Oh God. Oh. There's this toilet. Wait, it's my life.
After this is after the water room, you go to the fire room, and everyone does love that. There's gonna be guys to your left in like a second. Okay.
Let's go this way.
Whoa, hey Snake.
Snake Plissken. How are you doing?
I thought he was dead.
Thought Metal Gear Survive killed you inside.
He says that Ashley is more deadly than any boss or enemies.
Because that ass.
She's got that deadly ass? No. Just put her in a suit of armor and she'll be fine though. How's it going?
Lord Sandwich, Lord Sandwich.
Ratmus has played this game a lot, as I have, but it's probably been a couple years since he's played it, and this is the first time he's streamed it.
Bitch.
Worth your bullets from that far away. For some reason, he decided to keep the regular shotgun.
Make it different.
Obviously, this game is on like a lot of consoles. This is the PS4 version.
What's peace? What's peace?
Thank you. Just being safe there.
That was hilarious, though.
Better her than you, right?
Yes. They're having an egg, you're fine.
Shane Vegan, no more.
Time for the sprockets when we run.
I don't remember that part of Sprockets. I want to head for the room with the switches now. That is kind of strange. Did you play 5 with a person or an AI? Ratmus and I played 5 together, obviously.
Good times.
Actually, we did stream that game.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Because I didn't play very much of it with the AI, but I always thought it was better if you had a good human partner.
Just like Overcooked.
I don't know. I don't know about Overcooked, but yeah. Like it's kind of hard for me to believe that we actually streamed Resident Evil 5 because like we did that way back in 2014. And I was like, that's a long game. How did we get it done so fast? And like, we did like an extended stream or something, and it went by like very quickly, and like I don't even remember it. But I don't know if we'll, have time to do that again.
Now we wait. I mean, now we
Wait, follow me.
Now we follow me? Oh,
I remember like it took a while for me to realize there was that place where they jump in too.
oh God.
Wait, follow me. Wait, follow me. Wait.
I assume that you brought the mushrooms, right?
Yeah. See ya! Totally gotta try the most pasta.
Drop down now.
I think so.
He's dropping in for some fun. I'm kicking. Shit.
Don't kick him! I'm gonna punch him. Because I'm the Punisher. Actually, drop some ammo.
Maybe if you use less ammo, you'd have more ammo.
Gotta spend ammo to make ammo?
Yeah, what are you saving your grenades for, Ratmus? You're saving them for a rainy day.
Could jump on that grenade figuratively, of course. Wait, I don't need these.
Uh-oh. You're gonna need the sniper rifle to protect her pretty soon. Turn the crank.
I'm gonna go out and let them respawn. I just wanted to see. Go say it again. I could just continue from here, I think. Go save just because I haven't been hit yet. She's been hit twice. But, fuck her, right?
Using Ashley as a human shield, it's fine.
Yes. Ashley Graham, the president's daughter.
No, Ashley Graham, the model.
Yes. Flying BBW.
They should release a mod of this game where they replace Ashley Graham with Ashley Graham. With ballistics, too?
Yes.
Well, never mind.
Because, I think if you turn it, you can just go a lot faster. But then if she's turning it, you can protect her.
Yes, that's how it goes.
Worth it.
What the hell's this for? I hear them, but I don't see them. There he is.
Pop your head, please.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
See, I got 12 bullets. I'm fine. Run.
Uh-oh. Las Plagas are slaves to my will.
Los Plagas.
Well, Ratmus is gonna make chicken fried rice tonight. too busy to tell us what he's gonna eat, okay?
Just need to call him Bliskin.
Look, there's a crank over there.
Bitch, keep it to yourself. Watch out for me.
Watch out for me.
Kind of a hard pounding lifestyle.
So Song sent me this story that says barista uses mice to get wicked step manager fired. Human lipstick. You're about to get attacked in your face.
For hitless run. Bitch, duck and cover. See that guy. Lord sandwich, Lord sandwich. Walked right into that one. I think that's going pretty well.
Especially with her doing that and she's not even healed. Is at this point you don't really need to heal her because she's not going to be in danger and then she's going to be gone.
Yeah.
So good job, yeah.
Watch out for me. Leave Ashley behind. Like she's right there. This might be where the wonderful shooting gallery and shit comes into play.
Looks like it, yeah.
Welcome. Got some rare things on. What are you buying?
The publisher.
Is that
And then
all?
firepower.
Thank you. Is that all? Is that all? Thank you.
What else can we
Is that all? Strength? Thank you. What are you selling? Is that all, stranger? Thank you. Is that all, stranger? Is that all, stranger? Is that all? Is that all, stranger? Thank you. Come back anytime.
Don't need to shoot all that stuff right on stream. just go forward, she gets canceled.
Wait.
Okay, I guess we can't go that way yet.
Follow me.
Coughing up blood, yes.
You alright?
I'm fine. Leave me alone.
Ashley, wait!
Say one of our miserable, wonderful, miserable traps.
That's the end of that chapter.
Oh God, yes.
Hunnigan, what happened? The transmission got cut off.
We've jacked off on the line.
Salazar, how'd you...
We've jacked the line. We didn't want you telling everyone any unnecessary information.
Where's Ashley?
Ah, so she fell into one of our wonderful traps.
Wonderful, miserable traps.
Don't you worry about
Say
it.
hey, man, Mr.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Sex.
I let our miserable insects out for some exercise down in the sewer.
Thanks. That should keep me company, because boredom kills me.
I look forward to our next encounter.
In another life.
Life.
Hilarious. Yeah, I think I mentioned to you that I'm gonna upgrade the capacity on this. Watch somebody playing, I think it was like Resident Evil 3.5, because there was like a build of this where it was supposed to be more like spooky and shit, so you're like playing as Leon with his jacket, but like in a weird, like castle.
Thank God he
Is
has
that
the
old
jacket.
stranger?
It's the only good thing about it, yeah, like just like 1.5, it's like there's hardly anything there.
Did you get all the treasure here?
I know I'm supposed to jump across that thing, but I don't think I can until that gate opens up.
You know, the bottom floor. And what about the shooting gallery?
Stranger. What Snake wants to see, right?
Welcome.
It's Ratmus' favorite part of the game. I don't know what the hell that thing is supposed to be.
What thing?
The thing that appears in the back whenever you...
Oh, that's Salazar's head, I think.
Is it? Because it just looks like a...
I always thought it was his head.
It is. It's the tiniest damn head I've ever seen. It looks like a lamp or something to me. That was hilarious.
I thought hitting everything gave you something.
I thought it did too. Maybe you get like a million points or something. Maybe you end up getting the headshots that you need. Why are there, oh god, bees? Beehive or something. So notice that
So there is. Wait, it's not done, but still there is.
Headshot.
I'm gonna be your motherfucker. Fuck did I miss that? I got something.
Onion article, in major blow to Sony's upcoming PlayStation 5, Microsoft announces PlayStation 6.
Whoa. That's some meta shit. Time for some miserable insects.
Pokemon Sword and Shield is sadly marred by the addition of sponsored content Pokemon like Blueberry.
That's awesome. Shotgun. Color over size. Shotgun. Spooky, everybody.
What are you doing, Ratmus?
This is harder than what room?
You just need to get good.
It's like I was about to heal, but I'm like, oh, I can kill this guy. I didn't realize there was another one. I got fucked. Like Red Steiner.
That is how they get you. throw a grenade and it didn't blow up.
Yeah. It's a weapon I can use, but I don't think so.
Yeah, kick him. Empty.
So times the charm, clearly.
I'm gonna say 87% of the time it works all the time. Just run away.
I kicked him, so
Now hit him.
nice with that color. Good words in there, grenades to not work. I'm gonna just take a full heal and just get some WD-40. Wanna go swimming, Dan?
I'm gonna try to run away from them now.
Okay. I want their eyes to be the color of
Shotgun ammo, yeah, I know. So you want me to talk about how I started watching some more Airwolf again finally and what's going on with that? Because you can't wait to, hear it because you're riveted, right?
I'm riveted.
Well, there was actually a great episode written by Belisario's mistress.
Whoa, that's
Written and starring Belisario's mistress.
wait.
I don't know if you remember, I think I told you, but in the beginning of the second season, they added this female character for what reason I don't know, and what role she's supposed to have I don't know. They introduced her in the first episode, and then you don't see her for several episodes, and then she just shows up and says, "Hi guys, I want to work for you." And they're like, "What?" Well, to make a long story short, this episode written by Belisario's mistress starts out with the main two characters getting injured in a test flight, and so then they find out that their boss, the guy with the eye patch, has been kidnapped by East German spies, which is hilarious to think about East Germany being a thing. So then they basically realize that they have no choice because with them being injured, they need help flying Airwolf, so they need to like, admit to her that they have Airwolf and like, get her to help work the weapons or whatever. And so like I'm wondering like, did it take a woman writer to get that woman in the cockpit of Airwolf?
Yes.
Here's where you should totally use the grenades on him. And with the grenades, and then murder that red guy before he escapes. Shoot him with the... He's gonna run for the door if he's not dead already. Did he actually die?
I think he died, just that one guy didn't.
Okay, did he? You got a super treasure?
Let's find out. What was it?
The Los Illuminados pendant. I didn't think he would die from just that one grenade, but nice.
Like, it was very close to him. So.
See? Saving those grenades for a rainy day when they actually worked for once. And then there was an episode about his brother finally. Like there was this other like super helicopter that was stolen, and he's for some reason like the way it was stolen, he's like, there's only like 4 people who can fly like that. One of them's me, and one of them's my brother, and the other 2 guys died in Vietnam or something. So it has to be my brother. But then it turned out that like when, like it through flashbacks apparently like it showed that like his brother and this other guy were like on the ground, and like he was in the helicopter, and like he had to leave them for some reason, and he said he would come back, but they got captured or something. So like the guy that he thought was dead turned out to be grizzled and became a bad guy, and then he's like where's my brother, and he just wouldn't tell him if he was alive or what, and then like he had no choice but to blow up the helicopter because he was evil. So it was just basically teasing about him finding his brother, but he didn't. Not yet. I think he eventually does. I think I was like spoiled on that he eventually will find his MIA brother.
Whoa.
What are you buying?
Oh, I tell you why.
Just buy the mine thrower. It's great.
Throwing mines, everybody.
Not only will you need cash, but you'll need guts to buy that.
Just kidding. Don't actually buy it.
Sure.
I think it's a dumb way.
A dumb way to play through.
Which lovely room is that? There's so many. God. Amazed that you killed those guys with a handgun. One of them you blew up, but the other one.
I think the blowing up has something to do with it.
Yeah, but even the other one. Might be right there. God. So have you seen Gremlins 1 and 2?
Yeah. I haven't seen that one's 2 in a long time.
Did you watch the Monster Massacre review?
Yeah.
See, I guess made a mistake because when I saw that he did that review of Gremlins 1 and 2, I thought it was a Rento Reviews review,
Yeah.
so I thought it was going to be longer and more elaborate and like be more important.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's finally time for me to watch Gremlins 1 and 2, so I did. And then I watched the damn thing, and I'm like, this is stupid. Like, I didn't need to watch these movies. The review was so, like, worthless and dumb. And also, I thought the movies sucked.
Whoa.
It's like, you know, not having seen Gremlins when I was a child, I guess I just didn't care.
I mean, like, I didn't think it was bad, but, like, yeah, I didn't think it was
Wait. Snake wants to talk about Airwolf.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've been watching Airwolf kind of off and on, Snake. But I'm only about. I'm still very early on in the second season, so yeah, he has not found his brother yet. But I think, like I said, I think he eventually does, but I don't know for sure. I'm still watching it, and yes, Ratmus and I have seen Knight Rider a few times. It's one of the shows that we like. Ratmus even made a YouTube poop about Garth Knight and Goliath, so we know a lot about that, right?
I'm African.
Knight Rider's a good show, and I guess, you know, I did not watch Knight Rider when I was a child. I don't know when I first watched it. Maybe when I was a teenager. Whoa, you actually killed him before he got on the gun. Nice. And yeah, that's the thing sometimes is like, if you see a show when you're young versus, you know, if you see it when you're older, sometimes you see something when you're older and you're just like, I'm not into this.
Yeah.
But like, if you had seen it as a kid, you know, you would have loved it.
So is this, Salazar's luggage code?
Yes.
Is it 1, 2, 3, 4?
Yes, it is. Slap a cheesy mustache on him, yeah.
So he stole Airwolf and won't give it back until they reinstate the McDLT.
Wish they'd reinstate the McDLT. I wish they would reboot the McDLT.
Yes. No thanks, bro.
Watch out for them throwing those things.
Oh, you missed. Now you're just gonna die, sucker. Oh, that was dangerous, but I want to do it.
Okay, that was amazing.
Wants peace.
Yeah, but I just didn't care much for Gremlins. And then, like, Gremlins 2, you know, I liked John Glover in it.
What about Robert Picardo?
Robert Picardo, like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my god, he has hair, but then afterwards I realized it's gotta be a hairpiece.
Because he never had hair like
That can't be his real hair. Yeah, Carr was awesome, especially when he was first introduced, and he met up with those criminals, and they went through the drive-through, and Carr didn't know what the hell he was doing.
About the second time, somehow the license plate.
Yeah, the thing about Gremlins 2, and I was reading more about it, is the guy didn't want to make Gremlins 2, and the studio forced him, so to rebel against them, he basically made it on purpose be a bad parody of parodies, of sequels. He made it be a parody of sequels and how they're bad. And I kind of thought the Rambo thing was funny. But yeah, there were certain points where it was it obviously broke the fourth wall, and it's okay, it's completely silly now, which was weird because the first half of the movie is pretty normal, and then it just goes off the rails, breaks the fourth wall. It's meant to be totally like that and stupid, with the Hulk Hogan thing. But the thing that I couldn't believe was the part where in the first movie the girl's talking about like, oh my dad died as Santa Claus or whatever.
Yeah.
And then in the second movie, it's just like totally like played for laughs. Like she was talking about she had this horrible thing about President's Day, I think it was, and it was like so ridiculous. I was like, is this like the movie Hot Shots? Like, did this just become Scary Movie? Like, it was so off the walls a parody. Like, in the later half, it was, like, ridiculous. I mean, I like that Robert Picardo was in it, but John Glover just did a really good job with that character, and that's probably the best thing that I can say about Gremlins 2. I mean, it's not that I have a problem with the concept of breaking the fourth wall. I just, it just was, I don't know if it tried too hard or didn't try enough, or it tried to be too many things.
Or tried just the right amount.
And then, Robert Picardo got raped by a female gremlin. Yes, that happened.
Okay,
He did a good job being with that. Yeah, I mean, it was funny because at the beginning of the movie, Gizmo is watching Rambo 2, and like I could see at some point like, oh yeah, this is gonna, the only reason this is happening is because it's gonna pay off at the end, and yeah.
So don't go to the minecart stage.
This guy's dying one hit for some reason.
So we're emotionally dead after the trick didn't work.
That's accurate. Okay, yeah, so like what else is like, even though I'd never seen the movie, I always knew about the rules and stuff, and like, in the second movie, they purposefully had characters, like
Make fun of the rules.
make fun of the rules, like apparently, fans had done,
Totally on the internet in the 80s.
But then, like, I hear there's like, the guy has plans for Gremlins 3, and like the idea would be like they have to wrestle with the decision, like, should they kill Gizmo so that no other evil gremlins can accidentally come out? And I'm like, that's fucking dark.
It's just like 45 minutes of him in a room with Gizmo and a gun with one bullet contemplating.
It should be, yes.
It's as bad as sequels are, is saying that, the frickin' third movie is even worse.
Yeah, just look at Jurassic Park.
Look at Expendables. Jump in that fountain. It was a murder.
Let's not forget to go back for the broken butterfly.
It's all about a Killer 7, right?
That's a subpar gun from a subpar game.
Woken the Sadie.
Woken the sleeping giant. Did you know that John Glover's character in Gremlins 2 was supposed to be like a combination between Donald Trump and Ted Turner?
Whoa. And he played it off amazingly. Just say wonderful, miserable, wonderful.
I mean, like, at the start of the movie, it seems like, he was an evil businessman, and they were like, you better sell or we're gonna kill you, and then he mysteriously dies, and then, like, I thought that they killed him, but then, like, later on, he just seems like he's, like, goofy and has a heart of gold and, like, doesn't know, that he's doing any kind of evil. He actually wants to help people.
Whoa.
So the guy did just die of natural causes. That's this wonderful part.
That's a wonderful, miserable, wonderful part, okay?
Salazar gets lost here sometimes. Oh yeah, and what about the smart gremlin? I thought that was like eye rolling, grown. Like he reminded me of Kelsey Grammer playing Beast.
Yeah. It was the Kelsey Grammer gremlin.
Best bad job ever. Yeah, I'm like the gremlin being like turned into electricity. Like what?
See, this is Sparta.
I mean, at least the Goonies had Sean Astin, right?
Gremlins 2 had his stepdad. He was the janitor.
Yeah, I saw that after I was done, and I must have missed him.
Well, oh,
Oh yeah, you remember like the evil scientist guy was Christopher Lee, who was famous for playing Dracula, and at one point there's like a reference to him with like bats and stuff. But you remember like the two twins who were like said they were working on cloning. Do you remember them from Terminator 2?
not really. What?
There's a scene in the place where Sarah Connor breaks out where he's a guard and the T-1000 like turns into him
Oh, yeah.
and kills him. Like those are played by those twin actors. Because that wasn't a blue screen or effect. It was twins.
Just like Sarah Connor was played by her sister in some moments, because
Yeah.
Fido.
Yeah. Here's a picture of this is a. Don't worry about clicking that link because I'm showing it on stream there. That's the twins and Christopher Lee with Gizmo. That looks like a fucking plush toy in that picture.
It is.
I'm trying to find a picture of Sean Astin, or his. Okay, there. Wait, huh? Oh wait, he was the janitor who spilled the water?
I think so. It's all
Okay,
his fault.
I must have been. I did not see that at all at the time. I completely missed that. And yeah, it's no wonder I couldn't find it. It's John Astin. Ten things you may not know about Gremlins 2. Why am I watching this? I mean, why am I reading this? There's a reference to the... What the... How did I not... I must have missed that part with him being the janitor, and apparently Gizmo calls him Gomez.
Whoa.
Have we seen Howard the Duck?
I have.
I have not actually watched the movie. I've seen clips of it. I think I have it. I just have not watched it. Also, the first pop figure that we ever got was Howard the Duck, though. Should I watch that, Snake?
Yes. And that's the end of that chapter. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's Gremlins too. But yes, I should watch it.
yourself, stranger. Hunts and elephants.
Welcome. Got some rare things on. What are you buying?
What are you buying and or selling?
Is that all, stranger? Thank you.
All the more stranger.
Come back anytime.
Let me confirm that I have Howard the Duck. I think I do.
I was like playing a lot on Stars like a few months ago.
Stars.
What's your favorite Marvel movie, right?
If I have it, I haven't cataloged it. But it might be in my organized folder. No, my favorite Marvel movie is Spider-Man 2.
There's some over here. Open stuff.
Magnum ammo. Spoilers, you're gonna get a Magnum?
There is like one that's always somewhere around here.
It's always something. Not gonna piss off Doom by shoot the wine.
This is where I rage quit.
What's that song? Shoot the wine, kill that girl?
That's how it goes too.
That's not how the song goes. Now you're gonna have to deal with Senor Garrador.
The Los Gyaradosis.
The Los Senor Garrador. I thought you were gonna quickly break that lock. I thought you were gonna throw a grenade right there. It might stun the guy and break the lock for all I know. Did not break the lock, but it definitely stunned him. Guy wanted to get in on it. This guy thinks he's Oliver Queen. Actually, he's shooting crossbow bolts. Oh boy. Was there a time in Arrow that you can remember where Oliver actually used a crossbow instead of an actual bow?
I don't know what Diggle did. That man is John Diggle. Thank you, sir. I have another.
Not that I care, but it was a little confusing about which Earth that was supposed to be.
Yeah, like they didn't say ever, did they?
You know, and like it was like partially implied that that was Black Siren from Earth 2, but then like everything else about that Earth, you know, like Earth 2 has that Harrison Wells that we know so well, and like that didn't seem like Earth 2 at all.
You guys really want to keep me in a cage.
I mean, you did sign up for a cage match, to be fair. You better run, squirrel.
Bucks better get you.
So don't let me down. I'm surprised he didn't find his way out. I would, I was gonna say maybe shoot him in the back with a sniper. He's coming for you.
stuff in there. Assholes jumping and shit.
Those guys just keep coming.
There it is.
There's your magnum ammo.
Go ahead, Lobo.
Speaking of movies and Terminator, though, it looks like this new Terminator is coming out like November 1st.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't believe it's not a summer blockbuster, so we're gonna go see that, right?
I guess we can.
Double check behind you.
That place locked.
You wanted to check the map.
The jig.
Behind you. Shoot the red fire on them in time, or is it too late?
Might be too late.
Drop down and make them come down there. Now you've backed yourself into a corner. We got shotgun ammo. Go ahead, Lo. It looked like that was stuck in midair.
All this cool stuff.
Little guy up there. Time for some inventory. Save that for Verdugo, right?
Hello. It's all quiet.
Western Front.
Yes. Just went Hawaiian.
They should totally make that now.
Yes.
Got some rare things on. What are you buying? Is that all? Thank you.
I got some space already. Oh god. Looking all over, He-Man was amazing.
Can't we agree on that?
Leon,
I got it.
I got it.
Ay, ay, ay.
Exactly. Spoilers, that was his penis.
Spoilers, that's the end of that chapter and he's dead. Oh god, yes. can be the Ashley.
Go down ladders.
In another life.
On teabag.
Leon.
Just totally step over, bitch.
Step all, bitch.
Found the key, I can get out.
The door's locked. I can't open it.
Crank's locked. Shot him in the foot.
You should shoot him in the butt.
One, two, follow me.
Best part of the game right here.
Alright. Want a gun? Where's her ballistics?
With ballistics too.
Yes.
Damn it.
Are you ready for the weekend, Snake? Because I am.
Is everybody working for the weekend?
Where's Lover Boy?
What's going on this weekend?
I'm seeing my friend. It's pretty fun.
The friend who loaned us this game.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with him?
That place him overcooked. But like Doom, he doesn't, acknowledge any authority from any sort of Onion King.
Gonna log in as us and get more cheap daddies. I mean trophy daddies. When you get a chance, pause and look at this. The picture that DK loved.
There's another guy right here. It's so easy, Don't need that shit.
Oh, so effing easy. Here, read this too. DK said terrorists, oh hell no, but then I said
Power of petty compels you. There's some crank over here, some crank over here.
is it the hold on, I gotta see the poster for this movie. Snake, have you ever seen a 70s horror movie called Race with the Devil? Since you seem to like old stuff. Let me check out this poster.
Since we're all old men who have a country.
I don't have any country.
Oh God.
Race with the Devil, yeah. Okay, this is not the poster, but it's a weird random like horror movie from the 70s that I watched. I guess so. I don't know what grindhouse means exactly.
No Waffle House.
Starring Loretta Swit. This poster, it seems like the devil is shoving a knife through the RV.
He doesn't like that RV whatsoever.
I don't think it was like well, I mean, it was the 70s, so wasn't everything low budget?
Yes. Like your birth.
It's like I just now saw this poster, and it's like the poster makes the movie look way cooler than it actually is, which I guess is the point.
She was one of them.
Anyways,
Supposedly from Resident Evil 3.5, like this, the knights moving and everything was like one of the few.
you know how to do this, right?
Yeah, you like rotate the outer edge or something.
Yes. Hi, song.
Hello, can you hear us?
Yes, but we're on quiet because a coworker is in the break room, so no swearing. But yeah, I mean, real quickly, the plot is that these two couples go on a quick vacation in their RV, and they're camping one night, and they see like these Satan worshippers kill somebody around a fire, and then they dramatically escape to the police station, and then they try to like tell the police, but then like we gradually find out that like everyone in this like small town area is in this evil satanic cult. And so like they kind of like have to try to escape with their lives to try to find somebody who will believe them about this cult. And then in the end, spoilers, they get surrounded and seemingly murdered by the cult in the end.
It's one of those great 70s movies with a horrible ending, huh?
Yes.
Oh, you pervert.
And yeah, Loretta Swit from MASH is in it. It's the movie Race with the Devil, which I watched a couple weeks ago because of DK talking about it. So I probably mentioned it to Song after I watched it.
Burn that ass.
There's some like ammo in a drawer. Did you get
Yeah,
that?
I got that.
Okay.
Easy.
Are you gonna show off how she can actually climb down a ladder? She's a strong, independent woman who doesn't need no man unless Leon is there. And then she pretends to be a damsel who can't climb down a fucking ladder by herself.
She wants to hurt his back.
Yes.
Ashley.
Oh, no. Money behind you?
No, that was
Oh, you already
somewhere
got
else.
the secret money. Okay. I thought maybe there was more.
Leon!
Ashley,
You're nothing but an extra in my script anyways.
you did good.
I'm sorry if I was...
Oh,
you shake
don't worry
anybody?
about it. Come on, let's move on.
Oh God, yes. Seems a bunch of bullshit. In another life.
I don't remember signing up for your twisted script.
Mr. Kennedy.
Mr. Scott Kennedy.
Mr. Krause. I don't see.
Sadie's pissed.
What's with it?
No, it was not.
Wait, follow me.
Wait here.
Wait. Wait here.
I just said that.
Fire temple guys.
The doors of the fire temple swing both ways, I heard.
Oh. Yes. Great, Sadie.
I agree with Sadie. Okay, so Snake asks, Ratmus, have you seen Attack of the Killer Tomatoes 1 and 2?
Like, I remember seeing the first movie, but it was like a long time ago.
I have never seen either one of them.
And like, I vaguely remember the TV show.
Apparently Song wants me to watch at least the first movie.
Everyone should.
I don't know if I told Song, but I watched Gremlins 1 and 2 in the middle of the night a couple days ago.
That night. Wonderful physics.
I don't know if I mentioned this, but I actually watched them back to back in the middle of the night, Gremlins 1 and 2.
That guy's knees.
He broke his spine. What's he doing over there? I use handgun ammo anyways.
If I want to kill him. Wait there. Wait there.
Oh, after you get out of this area, you gotta go back for the broken butterfly.
Yeah.
Oh God. And to think I just want Song to watch, sci-fi TV shows with me. And I don't mean shows that were on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Like wrestling.
Actually, talking about Tremors and Anaconda, wasn't there an episode of Sliders that was a ripoff of Tremors, and an episode of Sliders that was a ripoff of Anaconda?
Probably.
I believe there was.
Eat so much peanut butter.
Sadie thinks the floor is covered in peanut butter.
Run for the border.
Run for the border, Holmes.
They're using Pisces, I heard. It's called the bottleneck, right?
I like Sliders, but it's not high on the list of shows that I would recommend watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of going that way, you should go back. You should go back the way you came, back to the... There's going to be enemies respawn there, past the Garrador, back to, where the broken butterfly is.
Back to reality.
Well, I actually, even though I was sad about Sabrina Lloyd leaving the show, I actually liked the 4th season of Sliders and where they went with the 4th season. But the 5th show was the 5th season was absolute garbage. I mean,
when they changed it all up and just made it worse.
I mean, they season 4 did totally change the show from what it was, but I still thought it was a good show in and of itself. 5th season was dumb. I mean, even in the 5th season, there's a couple points. There's a couple episodes that I was okay with, but overall. Yeah, the professor leaving was sad, especially the more you read about what was going on behind the scenes. It's at the beginning of the 3rd season, there was a producer or somebody who worked at the network or something who he hated the show, he hated the professor, he hated Sabrina Lloyd's character, and he just was such an asshole to them in the cast that that's why Sabrina Lloyd left. That's why because the guy who played the professor, John Rhys Davies, he refused to be humiliated and intimidated by this producer guy, so he spoke out against him, and that's why he was forcibly fired and removed from the show. And it's really sucky when you hear things like that.
Yeah. It's a nice gun emote.
Ratmus loves gun emotes. Just watch what he's going to post right now, right? Yes, I knew you were going to do that.
The sub I got to that Bach guy is probably going to run out soon. I think that was one I just got in the middle of the night because someone was gifting him shit. So it'll help for my friends. Stranger.
Let's see what my subs are going to run out. My gifted sub for Koi is going to run out in 6 hours.
No!
My fish waffle sub is going to run out in 17 days.
Let me say it's 17 hours.
can't afford to keep her sub. I want to keep my sub to Steffi because I love that hot dog emote. I want to keep my sub to Doom for just at least one more month, which actually renews tomorrow so that I can get my 12-month badge for Doom.
I think I get a 12-month badge for Xander if I renew one more time.
Mm.
Follow me.
She decided to...
And I want to keep my Cobra sub forever because I love that Tenderloin emote, and I got a 27-month streak.
Yeah, so I have a business one.
That'll be cool. Maybe Doom will stream tomorrow night, and I can show off my 12-month badge to him.
Show off my abs.
Yeah, because the important part about having a job is spending all your money on Twitch subs, right?
Yes. I guess if I'm going to sell this, I can...
You're gonna sell the broken butterfly?
Yes, to get the stupid Killer 7, like I said, I want to be stupid with the weapons.
Okay. Don't blame me when you fucking die later.
Yeah, two will keep you coming. Like every weapon should have an exclusive. There's no excuse for them to not.
They don't?
Well, I don't think the Killer 7 does. Like a few other ones maybe don't, but
What? Okay. Well, I thought they did. Let me see. I mean, maybe I'm wrong because I don't use the guns enough. What do you mean, song? The gun is called the Broken Butterfly, but it's not broken. It's just a name.
it's figure of speech.
It's a figure of speech.
I think it's like how it opens up to be reloaded.
Well, yeah. Okay, yeah, it says the Killer 7 is the only weapon without an exclusive upgrade among weapons which can be upgraded. Weird.
Yeah, like there's no fucking reason why it shouldn't have one.
Okay, but it is also a Magnum.
Mm-hmm.
Fully upgraded, it has a firepower of 35.
Goat meat.
You mean make up a gun called the Unbroken Butterfly, and what would it do?
Have even more power.
It would have even more responsibility,
Well,
because with great power comes great responsibility.
since it doesn't have an exclusive, so it's the least responsible.
Basically, Capcom made a subpar gun and named it after a subpar game.
Or is it the other way around? That's a place for a grenade.
Yeah, it's like it makes no sense. Like, you get the Broken Butterfly for free, and it can be upgraded to have a firepower of 50. You'd have to pay for the Killer 7, and its max firepower is only 35. So it's
Yeah, it's
There's-
completely
there's-
stupid.
there's no way that the Broken Butterfly is not better. Why doesn't Ashley get trusted with a gun? Because she can't be trusted with a gun. She is stupid and untrustworthy and never learned how to shoot a gun. Clearly.
Capcom.
Here's a YouTube video. Killer 7 versus every major boss in Resident Evil 4. Why?
That's every first comment. Just why, dude? If you wanted to punish yourself, just use the Punisher.
'Cause, Leon doesn't have an extra knife until he steals Krauser's, right? Leon should give her a knife and be like, try using knives next time. Works better for close encounters.
So she drops it into his foot.
Yeah, he's like, "Here, Ashley, use this knife to defend yourself," and then she drops it into his foot, like in the like in Adventures in Babysitting, which is a great '80s movie, right? Snake. Wait, I thought you were saying even a lamppost is better than Ashley. That is what you're saying, right? Yes. The Adventures in Babysitting is a Marvel movie because it has Marvel Thor in it, right?
Yes.
It was the first live-action depiction of the character, right?
Yes, and totally portrayed as a woman, right?
Give Ashley a hammer. Not Thor's hammer, just a regular old hammer that he found in a hardware store.
Yes.
Wait.
Now let's see if Ratmus can survive this time.
Ow, my foot!
You're gonna shoot the things before you go in there, right?
Wait.
And you failed.
If you're gonna make a death trap, don't make it so freaking easy.
What if Adventures in Babysitting and Howard the Duck, took place in the same 80s Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Whoa, dude.
Again, I haven't seen, Howard the Duck yet.
Got a great song.
What everyone should do in this situation is not be like Doom.
Just like stood there so you can kill you or something.
Alright, bye, Song.
See ya.
Alright, let's look up Thor in other media.
Thor. Just walk into this and oh no. So just clutch through that.
Okay, it's like animated. Yes, Thor appeared in the live-action television film The Incredible Hulk Returns, which came out in 1988. So I think that was after Adventures in Babysitting, actually. Yeah, actually, that was a year after Adventures in Babysitting.
Wait.
Speaking of John Rice Davies, he voiced Thor in an animated series of Fantastic Four.
They got hit by cosmic rays, I heard.
Alright, so let me see here. This is a television film. Okay, so yes, Snake is correct that Thor did appear in a live-action television film, The Incredible Hulk Returns. However, that was a year after Adventures in Babysitting, so I was originally right that the first live-action portrayal of Thor is Adventures in Babysitting, if you count that. Or it's like I said, there was some animated appearances in the 60s. Actually, here's a really wonderful picture of Thor from that Incredible Hulk TV movie. And this is from Wikipedia that I'm reading this. weird noises, like things falling down. And no, I've never seen the Incredible Hulk TV show or any of these TV movies, except like clips. I've seen many clips of the show. Should have just done that room knife only like Neo did.
Yes, because I'm just like Neo. When I got hit once in the water room, he'd get hit once.
You're exactly like Neo. You're both from Brazil.
I look like Blanca.
Follow me.
Blanca's, cultural appropriation.
Whoa. But that Captain America movie, that was so great.
Which one?
Oh, great.
I remember we played a Captain America. I can't remember what it was subtitled, but the Captain America game for Xbox 360, and it was actually pretty decent. I was surprised.
Go hunting elephants in there, stranger.
Welcome. Got some rare things. What are you selling?
It was just called Captain America Super Soldier, I think.
So this handful of
What are you
like
buying?
shitty one.
Third-person single-player video game published by Sega for Nintendo DS, PlayStation 3, Wii, Xbox 360, and 3DS.
Whoa.
Is that old strike? Thank you. What are you selling?
You fucking magenta stranger.
Thank you.
Play chess game, stranger.
Is that old strike?
Is it old?
Thank you.
Is that old more stranger?
Thank you.
Merchant's favorite TV show, Stranger Things.
Yes.
Oh God, yes.
He's drinking new Coke, but 2004, so like 10-year-old, Coke 2. I should combine some of these stupid key triggers and other shit.
Actually, like, Coke 2 might have still existed in Europe at the time.
Whoa.
So this is Spain.
He's a Spanish peacock. Go back anytime.
Yeah, all this says is By 1998, it could only be found in a few scattered markets and some overseas territories. In July 2002, they announced that it would be discontinued entirely. So it doesn't say like, you know, like they're. I thought maybe, you know, there was a thing like, oh, it could have still been in Europe at the time or something.
Yeah. There's always like weird shit like that. I can sell that.
Max Headroom is great, right?
That was a BB
Especially when he interrupts the broadcast.
Good times.
What are you buying?
Oh, what is that?
Is that all, stranger? Is that all?
Okay, see, I don't know if I knew this, but
What are you selling?
apparently Cherry Coke, because I remember, you know, when hearing about with the new Coke, it's like the Cherry Coke, it says that long before its official introduction in stores in 1985, many diners and drugstore soda fountains dispensed an unofficial version by adding cherry-flavored syrup to Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And I remember in Back to the Future, in the cafe in 1955, somebody asked for a Cherry Coke.
Yeah.
So that was apparently them just putting cherry grenadine into the soda fountain. So that was, you know, totally not official real Cherry Coke, according to Marty from 1985.
It was a cola hack.
A cola hack. And they began testing the official Cherry Coke at the 1982 World's Fair.
The taste of a new generation.
Snake! Snake!
How could you, Snake?
No, not that snake. What?
White Coke.
Yeah, what is white Coke?
Coke for the white man. It's just milk.
Okay, did you get the butterfly lamp?
Yeah. Can I shoot this down now, or
Yeah, you can.
don't want to waste precious bullets? So
What are you playing, Dad?
Shut up, bitch.
a beautiful please.
Okay, so Snake gave us a video called Street Hawk versus Knight Rider Deathmatch. So I put it in Discord so we can watch it later.
Or Jamaican, weedheads with these Jamaican bees.
Sadie.
She escaped. Sadie girl.
Sadie.
Are you?
Yes.
Can I get it? Can we get it?
Luckily failed to escape. Did I not put the thing on that door?
I don't know.
No, I did not.
That one's on you. Let's get sound effect, right? Where are you going, Leon? Just up ahead is the village.
Ranger. Got some rare thing. What are you buying? Is that all straight? Thank you.
Just reloaded that, so that's that.
Come back anytime.
Got it. This lovely spot. I wonder if you could see me, Mr. Kenneth. Got it. I just want a kiss. Try to knife him. It's okay, see you. Kill one wrong. Shot through the rocks, and I knocked it off. Fox or shit. He was dead, but the thing went off. That's great. progress. Supposed to go on first, wasn't I? Alright. There was a thing down there, didn't there? Hey, what? The one you with.
Okay, I'm back. I had to do some laundry and stuff.
Some rage laundry.
Rage laundry. So how's this game going?
Smoothly.
Swimmingly?
Yes. Hang on to you.
Sadie, you need to calm down.
Needs to calm down.
What is this?
Ritual.
NES Medley number 7 from Ga Metal.
Whoa.
Nice.
Sandwich. Bastard.
fun in this room.
God, yes. I'm still saving the rocket launcher for his right hand, right? So,
Should I do this legit?
well, that guy be dead now.
I should think outside the bun. Did you hear about the Xbox One that makes that noise?
Things outside the box.
It's great how you tricked that guy into going after the bell, but that other guy like just wanted to be stupid along with him. Just went into the wall for no reason. But yeah, in case you didn't hear, like Taco Bell is partnering with Xbox to like give away like 300 something special Xbox Ones that when you turn them on make the Taco Bell dong sound.
That's it.
Instead of the normal, Xbox startup sound.
And they red ring of death.
And not only do they red ring of death, but then they give you explosive diarrhea. Which is worse.
Hear this.
Run for the borderlands. Shit.
He died just like his friend did.
At least he died doing what he loved. Crashing into a wall.
Billy Joel in that 24/7 dudes.
Crushing up and crushing town.
It's got 3 bullets and like that's fucking it. Shoot him with. Like it's not dropping. Magnificent. Is it time to throw in the towel?
Leon!
Mr. Kennedy, don't you know when it's time to throw in the towel?
Fucking miserable trap. Batman.
There's
I wonder if it's
Mr. Kennedy.
I mean, die, you worm. Are you okay?
Welcome. Got some rare things on sale. What are you buying?
The striker's available, but that's too good.
What are you buying? Is that all? Thank you. What are you buying? What are you selling? Is that all?
TP stringer.
Thank you. Is that all? Thank you. Ah. Thank come back anytime.
That's. Scout. Comes off.
Here we go.
Fuck it up, Ratmus.
Don't fuck it up, Ratmus, like you just did. I've fucked it up before, so don't worry about it.
Figgy pudding.
Nobody cares about figgy pudding.
Someone needs some figgy pudding. Walk through it now. Damn.
It's worth it for the trophy daddy.
Trophy daddies, yo! King of the Ring. 7 minutes past like nothing. So that's just left there. Just take some Gary. You know what? Fuck this. Usually pick up wonderful things. TMP ammo.
That would have helped you in that fight. Thrown it at his head. Is that the end of that chapter? Dispose of this wine.
Like you're doing terrible.
All the freaking noise from the sump pump and the washing machine. I don't know if people can even hear the game. And you were telling me about Jackbox 6, and I haven't even bought Jackbox 5 because it's $30 and they won't lower the price and all the games suck.
What are you playing?
That's better than that, it's great.
Come back anytime.
Picture right there.
Jackbox 6, $25.
Please do me get fuck lots.
Jackbox 5, $30. Why? All all the previous games were so much cheaper than that. They're like not even good games.
How to get you?
The only good game in 5 is the robot rap game. Is that worth $30? No.
Case of fire stand.
Jackbox 6 has Trivia Murder Party 2, which I never liked Trivia Murder Party 1. And then a bunch of new weird games that I don't know how they are because I haven't seen them. I'm sure they ain't worth $25.
Right to the back, what a coward.
Alright, okay, so you're about to fight the two Gigantors.
Two more pieces.
Have fun, Ratmus. Do your best. I'm gonna have to BRB for a few minutes, so you're in charge. Sadie's in charge.
You're in charge of the bike. He lost his head. Ding ding ding. Nice throw, sir. This was being stabbed many times. Like, don't hurt our friend, we love him. Wow, like, there's probably one guy behind me. And I haven't gotten any freaking ammo. Try to dynamite me. Shit. Didn't kill him, but okay. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I think there was some ammo for here. I'm gonna kill one of them with the trap, hopefully. I know it's less money, but It's all because I killed his best friend. Snipe him a bit. It's a ninja that's wearing a mask. What's between your legs, dude? Not exactly fast. Okay, hit the wrong button. Try some shotgun action here. Okay, dog. Right in the balls. I know I jumped right into that dodge. is the thing that killed one instantly as usual.
So how's chat doing? They're dead.
Chat's dead.
Do you think you'll beat Salazar today? Probably not. Run. You didn't get grabbed and murdered by the one who was dying in the lava, did you? Because I did. Wow.
Is that a highlight?
Yes.
It's time for the shotgun because I have no other weapons.
Oh, God. I'm trying to remember the name of this enemy, and now I can't remember it.
What's he be? Icon wants to be a shotgun shells, damn it. Most fuzzy buzzer.
No Vistador, that's it. Why was that hard to find the name?
Oh, I got a blue one.
Nice. According to this, Novistador is Spanish for the unseener.
Barfy barf. Good TMP ammo. We're okay, guys.
sides.
It's supposed to work well on bugs. Fuck. Get the bugs.
Right, Sadie? Say you want the minecart stage?
Yeah. Alright, sell the crown now, right?
Got some rare
Have all the
things
three
on
things in it,
sale,
yeah.
stranger. What are you selling? Is that all, stranger? Thank you. Is that all? Is that all?
Minecart coming up?
Yeah.
Thank you. Ah. Thank you. What are you buying? Is that all, stranger? Thank you. Is that all, stranger? Is that all, stranger? Thank you. Is that all, stranger? Is that all, stranger? Thank you. Is that all, stranger? Is that all, stranger? Thank you. What are you buying?
The Killer 7 isn't even available, huh?
Come back anytime.
Wait, so show me your weapons again. And examine. Okay, so that's got everything except the exclusive. Yeah, I think same thing with the shotgun. And the rifle needs another firepower and capacity.
I think when you get to the island, you might be able to finish that with the exclusive, or
Probably. Yeah, when's the Killer 7 available? Yeah, not till the island either. Killer 7 is a 2005 action-adventure video game for the GameCube and PlayStation 2. It's subpar, I heard.
Got ass exploded.
So here you're going to go down into the
Minecart stage, yes.
into the minecart stage. And then after that it's Robo Salazar. Then you climb his tower and fight actual Salazar. Trust the T. Behind you. Just fucking knifed him.
And it's fun though.
Lay down. So maybe just before Robo Salazar might be a good stopping point for today.
That'll be good.
Just don't go to the minecart stage. It's a piece of shit. You can't beat it. Since you're not getting any more trophies today, I'll update True Trophies. Which for some reason only seems to work in Firefox, not Chrome.
No.
Even then, it's not working.
Oh.
Snipe the chainsaw guy. Just like rocking the Casbah.
Please your state of mind.
Bold.
Ding. Ding ding.
Ratmus.
Keep the fire, stay low.
Stokes the fire again.
Whee!
Surprise attack coming from above.
Shit.
Get out of there, Leon.
There we go.
Everything's nice and tidy now.
Especially for the dead bodies.
What dead bodies?
So when I get that shitty gun, I'll have ammo for it. Thinking earlier, like, shouldn't there have been more, you know, at least one more time where you can, like, get a better gun by shooting stupid metals? Like, they did that once in the beginning and then said, fuck it.
It was too good.
It was too fun. This is your favorite part of the game, right? Seven bullets.
7 bullets, that's all you need.
That's not good.
Some nice bullets you got there. Did you sell the broken butterfly?
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, nice that Plaga killed the board and killed himself. Not that you sold the broken butterfly and the Killer 7 is not even available. That was dumb. have any bullets left, bro.
I got a saving throw. Okay, it's easier now. Those were my last gunshots, so. Come back. I'll have you start from there. I mean, I missed a lot of my sniper shots anyway. Only two guys jumping.
I see bullets. Come on, stand up, dude. Stand up, stand up, stand up. can't stop me.
One death, that's not too bad.
What's bad is how ridiculously low on ammo you are. That's the end of that chapter.
I think there's a merchant right away, right?
Merchant of Venice. If this is where I think it is, then no. There's just that and a typewriter and a Robo Salazar.
Alright, I'll save here then.
This is all gonna be fun with no bullets.
Like the Lord save me.
Just remember, Ratmus, you brought this on yourself.
Killer 7. Alright. Take a seat then. Thanks everyone in chat. Thanks Totally they were hanging out. This is a cool guy.
Alright, thanks for watching. Ratmus will obviously continue this next Thursday. My next stream will probably be Monday. That's in the stream. Bye, everyone.